13.8 billion years ago, there was nothing. And then, in a fraction of a second, so small it has no name, everything exploded into existence. Every galaxy, every ocean, every mountain, every human being who ever lived. All of it, from a single point smaller than the period at the end of this sentence. Scientists call it the Big Bang. But here's the question nobody talks about. What does the greatest beginning in history tell us about our beginnings? Stay with me, because the answer might change how you see everything. The science. Let's understand what actually happened. Before the Big Bang, our universe didn't exist, not in a different form, not as something smaller. It simply wasn't. And then, from a state of infinite density and infinite temperature, space itself began to expand. Not into anything. Space doesn't expand into something. Space is the something. In the first 3 minutes after the Big Bang, the universe created all the hydrogen and helium that exists today. In the first 380,000 years, light traveled freely for the first time. And over the next 13 billion years, gravity pulled hydrogen clouds together, ignited them into stars, exploded those stars into supernovas, and scattered their atoms across the cosmos. Those atoms became planets. Those planets became oceans. Those oceans became life. You are made of atoms forged inside dying stars. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, experiencing itself. The mystery. Now, here's what keeps physicists awake at night. Nobody knows what caused the Big Bang. Not a single equation, not a single theory, not a single supercomputer on Earth can tell you what existed before that moment. Was there a before? Did time itself begin at the bang? The question may not have an answer because the framework for the answer didn't exist yet. And here is what I find breathtaking about that. The greatest beginning that ever happened had no explanation, no cause anyone can point to, no reason that science can fully defend. It simply began. The meaning. Now, I want you to think about something you've been wanting to begin. Maybe it's a business, a creative project, a new version of yourself. Maybe it's something you've been carrying quietly for months or years. And maybe you've been waiting for the right moment, waiting until you feel ready, waiting for someone to tell you, yes, now go. But what if the universe, in its very first act, already told you everything you need to know? The most powerful beginning in all of existence happened without a reason anyone can explain. It simply expanded from nothing into everything. And 13.8 billion years later, here you are, a collection of stardust that learned to dream, waiting for the right time to begin. The universe didn't wait, neither should you. Every week on Orbital Mind, we take one idea from the cosmos and ask what it quietly teaches us about being human. Because the universe isn't just out there, it's in here, in the way you think, the way you grow, the way you begin again and again. If this video made you feel something, share it with one person who needs to hear it today. Subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Next week, we ask the biggest question humans have ever asked. Are we alone in the universe? And what the search for extraterrestrial life reveals about our very human need for connection. I'll see you out there, in the orbit.